Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Smart ICO Investor live stream. I'm Sam. It's Sunday. Hope you guys are all doing all right. It's time to take a look at the markets. BTC is turning over. We've broken out of this channel, which I've been waiting for. Actually, I'm gonna draw this line. So, was looking at this. Actually, let me draw this kind of parallel channel. It makes it a little bit easier to see. Can I do that? Right. Where's the parallel channel? Ah, it's here. There we are. Parallel channel. It was to here and then up to here. So this is what I was looking for breakout of. This was just super tight. That was $70 for almost a day and a half, almost 3 days actually. So we've actually broken out of there. We tried to break back in just now, but it looks like there has been rejection. The thing about all these moves, right? When you have like a big spike up, is that almost always almost always Bitcoin comes back and it retraces the whole move. It's like, look here, big spike down, retraces pretty much essentially retraces the entire move. And this has been a consistent pattern throughout for the past while in BTC. Let me see if I can find some other big spikes. Well, this was a little bit different. But here, again, big spike all the way down. We come all the way back up and close. So, especially in this time, it's being very hard to actually catch a move because we're in such a low period of volatility. Well, that's nice. Somebody's selling off, but probably won't have too much effect. These sell-offs in BTC have been pretty weak. And if we zoom out, so I mean the 1 hour is really the chart that you have to look at, because if you zoom out to like a 6 hour, now we have these. I can delete that because that's broken. We have these like very small candles. Volatility is at such a small level that it's almost, the daily move is like 100 points on the standard deviation. Like one standard deviation move is like 100 points. 2 standard is like 200 points almost. So really what I would want to see is like if we could break down to 63.50, that's kind of the breaking point. So 63.50, just make this straight. So if we were to break out of here, that would kind of signal that we're back into some volatility. And the other one's going to be about 6,600. Right, so this is kind of the upper channel of that 2 standard deviation move either way. I would assume that, or I'm making the assumption now that as volatility is going to increase at some point, because it just is, it's not going to stay this low for a continuing amount of time. As volatility is going to increase at some point, an increase in volatility is going to mean that there will be a decrease in price, because people are going to start to sell off. There'll be some news that's going to occur, and when that happens, then the price starts to move again, and we'll have these big moves like this. So I wonder if something like that is incoming. It would be great, but for the moment we just have this like middling. Like, look at this. So here's the low, here's the high, right? I've had a 700 point wedge that we've been in since September 18th. So almost 3 weeks. right? 128 bars, 31 days. 31 days of this like very small, very small range that we've been in. 700 point range in over the period of 30 days. It's incredible. Because like, look, let's take the previous 30 days. Let's go back from here. So here's the bottom of that previous 30 days, and let's go back 30 days, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30. There we go, 30 days. So actually, we can probably come down. This is the top. Okay, so here we had a 1,500 point move in those 30 days. So just massive difference in the two movement. Yeah, massive differences in the two movements between this month and last month. This month has really been nothing. I think it's been beneficial for a lot of the altcoins like XRP, like Bcash, but I don't know. It just leaves a bad feeling. So ETH again, I think is going to be one of the big ones to fall off first. ETH will lead in this kind of detachment downwards. You know, it's showing big weakness up here. It's also been compressing for quite a while. So I think a retest of this 200 of these lows here. I need to go back down to a 1 hour chart because it's impossible to see anything. So here we have a small channel that we've been in. We've actually broken out of the channel. Here's the top. Here's the bottom of the channel. Get rid of this as well too. So now the areas to look at, right? Let's zoom out and catch more of this. You know, okay. So here's the, let me do 30 days, 1 month. Okay, so here's the 30-day chart. Really, I would be looking for the volume low at 205. This is where I'm looking to at least have the first target on the short. The next one would be the probably next move, which would be 190. But you know, we can take a look at tensor charts, and you're going to see that there's just no asks. I mean, nobody's even offering at these levels in the market, which is weird. So yeah, let's do 5 days. Oh, why is it 5 minutes? Okay, here we go. So ETH is extending its losses to 21, which is great. Hopefully BTC carries on as well. You know, we've broken again out of this channel. It's a bit more flatter channel, so maybe we start auctioning here, and we're looking for, or even in this tight channel here. So I'll draw a new one. How can I draw a box? Right, so parallel channel. Now that we're out of that channel, we can be in this one, right? I would assume that we retrace the entire move, though. That we come back up to 65.46 at some point. Maybe. You know, we could break out and move lower, but at this point, I would think that, you know, there needs to be either some sort of spike up. So we have another test of this. So one, we'll have another retest of this bottom down here, or this low, and then also we need to come back up and retest this. So, you know, possibly what could happen is we could come down to this 64.80 area to retest again, depending on how much sell pressure there is. But at that point, we'd have to have some sort of spike up, just spike up and bring us back up, so there can be covering by the longs, and a movement back down again. But I would be very very incredulous at saying that this move right here for BTC, even though we've had a bit of a sell-off now, I'd be very incredulous to say that this is just going to come down like this without any retrace to come back up to even this like 60. What did the move start? 65.46. Very incredulous, but I am short now, so I do want to see it taper off quite a bit. You know, the thing to watch is really this BTC USD 3-month. I think it's a good forward indicator, at least on smaller time frames, of where things are going. You know, XBT can get hung up quite a bit, and it really just tracks after Coinbase, and Bitfinex is a little bit decoupled because of its price difference. So yeah, let's take a look at the trade of the day from a few days ago, which is Waltonchain. Still in the green. Right, so again, like I talked about yesterday, let's actually go down to the 12-hour because it'll be a bit more easier to see. So here again, look at what we have. We have this retrace that's coming with Waltonchain at the moment. Again, if you miss the first move back at 1450 sats, the place to try to come into the trade again would be around 1530 sats. And you can have type stops here as well too. So you would place your trade at here at 1530, and then you would we can adjust this. So okay, so let's say you have a trade at 1530, right? You're going to take a 50 sat stop loss, just 3.5%. And still targeting the highs up here. So very tight stops. You're just looking for it to bounce and not actually to close below. So you know, I would say that 50 sats, if it actually goes down and closes down below 50 sats below the moving average, yeah, definitely. Then you can get out of the trade, but you've limited your risk and you're only taking 3.5% versus actually getting a bounce and having this continuation. Because can I draw a line? Let me just do a regression trend from here to here. Right. Can I settings? Okay, so style, extend lines. So here you can kind of see that, you know, as long as we're staying in this blue area, this regression trend is a nice place to be, because what we're looking for again is some acceleration off of from here and a push up to this area, because you really want that spike away. What we don't want is for it to turn over and to start trending downward again back towards this 1400 sats area. I think XMR USD was the trade of the day. So again, it looks like it's going pretty decently. Coming up on this long-term trend line, the trade is so full disclosure, I'm only trading BTC and ETH at the moment. I do like this trade. This one's only down about 2%, but really looking for a nice big 10% move here, which hopefully will come. XRP looks terrible. That's coming all the way back down to 5,000 sats. That's such a great trade. Really, really great trade. That is going to be a really nice short. All right, so again, here's what I was talking about. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, so here you can see kind of, I expect Waltonchain to do the same thing, where it gets a boost off the 21 EMA, has a retrace where it's at now, and then you have the squeeze area. As long as you don't close below the 21, which this one did. So this one would have been, I think this one I traded here, came up, came back down, I was out here. Then this one kind of middle along, and then as soon as it comes up and it looks like it's trending up, you would catch it as it comes up. So Tron, again, probably look for it to test the highs and then have some sort of retrace again. Let's look at BCH. Yeah, doesn't look great. XRP doesn't look great. LTC looks terrible. It's just Tron and Cardano. It's really just Tron. Oh, shit. That didn't work out. Okay, so what's the movers and shakers today? Digix DAO, Bitcoin Private, Steam, Aurora, rankings, trending. So I like to look at the trending. So Aaron is the big mover today, up another 30% with big volume. Because really, it's just the volume that you want to look at. The key's up again. Actually, I was looking at my key. I haven't really touched it in a while, but it's making a very nice pattern. We'll take a look at it right now. It's one of the altcoins I've had, and I was just looking at the charts, and it looks pretty decent. So look, you can see that here we have that acceleration that I was talking about, where day to day you're seeing like a 5% or a 10% move. Those can add up really quickly, because if we start getting another 10% move, that's another 3 million added on to market cap, and it can really push up quite fast. So Aaron, yeah, that looks really nice. So this on a pullback, any kind of pullback is probably looking to buy. I wonder if we have this in ARON. I think it's on BT by Aaron. Here we go. That's on Binance. Wow, look at that. See, that's what I was saying. It's this 12-hour chart. We had a small close, but again, the next day it returns, and then it just kept on pushing and pushing and pushing. I should really go through all the Binance pairs, all the Binance BTC pairs at some point and take a look at it. Why don't I do that now? Today is Sunday. Create new list. We're going to create a Binance list. Binance. Right. Okay. So, because Binance coins pump quite a bit. Okay, so let's skip all the main ones that I usually take. Okay, so Ontology. I think I already have Ontology. Ontology. It'd be nice if I could just load up a watch list with all of these. You know what? I can do this faster. I could just take you. Wait, and I can take you and put it into the top. And let's come back here and grab the chart. Put the chart into the top as well too. Wait. Okay. So Ontology Everx. Everx BTC. Icon ICX. Quark. OX. Genesis. GBT. DTBTC. Okay, DTBTC. Steam BTC. MDAB TC. I'm away the loyalty points. There we go. BTC. It's important to go through the packs. I don't want to go through packs. It's going to be stablecoin. Waltonchain. I've been hearing some rumblings about that maybe it's time to go into Waltonchain. Nano. BTC. Power. Yep. CBC BTC. VChain. Follow. Vibrate. Anything with less than a million, I'm not going to take. Pundi X. Pundi. Or MTH. BTC. Doc. BTC. BAT. BTC. I can have one chain here, but we've already taken a look at it. In cash. BTC. So BTC. Bluezilla. I want to take a Bluezilla today. OAX. BTC. What is it? BQX. Ethos. Ripio Credit Network. And key. Oh, they have the key. We're taking a look at mainframe. I've got that on the other one. Looking at Skycoin. Metal. Elf. Wings. I'm not going to take anything that has less than 500,000. Got Everex, I think. Yeah, and Mana, BTC. NX. BTC. Grello. CDT, BTC. I'm taking all the CD. I'm just taking BTC pairs as well too, because unlike and IOST, BTC, and Quantum. Yeah, Quantum Bitcoin. Okay, that's it. I don't want to go too far. Oh, and GoChain. Yeah. And Enigma. And blockchain protocol, Block Mason protocol. Is there anything else? Maybe like Poet. PPT. And Eternity. Okay, that's enough. Let's take this out. All right, let's run through some charts. Okay, just gonna go by symbol. So ADX. So I'm just gonna make quick comments just by going on the 12-hour. This has a similar pattern to what the last one that we were looking at was, which was what was the last one we were looking at? Oh, Everex. No, it wasn't Everex. What was it? It was Aeron, right? So similar. That's not it. Similar pattern to what was going on in Aeron. In Aeron, you can see that, again, oh wow, Eternity has the same pattern as well. I forgot to add Aeron, AERON BTC, or Aeron Bitcoin. Right. So look at the, oh no, that was much different, right? So here we just have a flat, kind of this flat bottom happening, which is not any indication of price growth. This thing, Eternity, is a bit more, I like this. So Eternity, this pattern right here, as long as we don't go below the 12-hour 21 EMA, you know, it shows strong growth if we can push above this. This is the one thing that I would be careful on. It's just, I wouldn't want to make a trade in this yet. So at first glance, it's not something I would look at. Right, we've already talked about Aeron. Again, similar pattern from BAT as both ADX and Eternity. Similar pattern. I mean, these are okay. They're not great. Blue Zella. Right. Blue Zell. This one looks really good. Same thing in the same setup as Waltonchain, right? So here the rate at which it's growing is a lot more. I'd look for an entry around maybe 1950 sats, which would be a retest of these kind of initial place, and then just again, same as everything, using the moving average as your indicator for how long to stay into this thing. Man, this looks good. It really feels like we're about to have some sort of altcoin explosion. Same thing to happen with CDT, with Syndicator. Is this Syndicator? What is this? Blocks, right? So this looks like it's going to do the same thing as Aeron. You know, just have one big push up to here, big buys that come in. So keep an eye on it. Civic looks like a sell. Oh wow, look at that. That is very strong. What is this? Digix DAO. That is very strong. So any pullback on this is very good. So like to the 6,000 sats area, anywhere between like 6,000 sats. I'm gonna make a note of this. Digix DAO. That's one to keep an eye on. And all these setups are the same. Wow, look at ELF. That ELF is, this is what I was talking about, right? So you have a push up above the 21, comes down, it doesn't close below it, but kind of stays at it. You need to have a firm close below, and then we have a push up again. Enigma, looking great. Wow, look at Everix. Wow, that's a buy. That's gonna retest highs again. Man, it is alt season, isn't it? Man, it is really alt season. Damn. You know, all these. Wow, look at IOTA. That's a buy on any retrace, because look at the daily, right? Clear break above the daily. So if it comes back at all to like 200 sats, damn, that looks really nice. So all these have the same thing. Same with the key. I'm hoping for, let's go back down to the 12-hour. Same for the key. Hoping for some breakout here. Link, no. That's a sell. No, it doesn't look that great. That looks pretty good. What is that, Mithril? No, that's Manethan. I like that. I like that a lot. So big ones so far have been DigitStao. I like Monetha as well too. Nano's a sell. That's a big sell. In cash, no. Pondy X, no. Nulls, no. What is this? OpenANX. That's pretty nice. It's not the best, but Poet, no. Populous, maybe. Corkchain. Oh, damn. Yeah, why not? And it really feels like we're gonna get to alt season here soon. Ripio Credit Network, that looks pretty decent. Wow, Sky, that's the one. That looks really nice. I wish I could get leveraged on these, because that looks nice as well too. Is this status? So status, Sky, DigitStao, Steam is pumping. Finally. We powered pumped as well. Interesting. So it seems like a lot of these. Wow, look at that. That's a buy as well. Any kind of pullback. So look, you have a push up, you have some sort of pullback. In the pullback, you buy, and you then can ride it up. The ZRX is gonna pump. Damn, that looks super good. Right, so just reviewing a few of these. I'll post it on Twitter about some of the setups that I really like. My top 3 setups. It looked like it was DigitStao, Skycoin, and then there was one other as well too. Watch this. Is it here? Yeah, okay. So BTC is going to retrace today. Let's see, make this nice bottom, testing again. We're going to push up to back to here. It's kind of my assumption on the day. So yeah, this is a little bit longer one, longer video today, but I think I covered a bit more. I'll post a bit on Twitter when I have some time to go over those Binance setups that I like. But BTC not doing much. ETH is still looking terrible. Still short. So yeah, well, I will be back tomorrow. Let me know if you have any questions. You can come and hit me up. So all the information is down below.